Hi, it's Jez here from Nigezza.co.uk. Thank you for joining me today. Today I am bringing you a project I made for the Ink Stamp Share blog hop. The theme was Anything Goes. We do 2 blog hops a month. We have done since kind of all went into lockdown, and so the first one of the month is Anything Goes, and then the next one is themed. So I've made these cute little boxes, and they hold a Yankee candle tea light in them, so you could use it for other things, a small bit of jewellery, some sweets, some goodies, just a nice little gift that doesn't cost very much, that you could give to somebody for any occasion. It also holds sort of a standard tea light as well. So yeah, so I've used the In Colour DSPs, the 6x6 sheets. Ooh, I always keep my scraps like this because you can use these scraps in other projects. So we have these 4 designs: the wood grain, the sort of fabric, the polka dot, and the script. So I've used these on other projects before, so just in case you're new to me and you haven't seen them, I shall show you these in all of their colours. So that's Just Jade, Bumblebee, this is Magenta Madness, and Misty Moonlight. I do like that, makes it look a bit like denim, I think. And then finally we've got Cinnamon Cider, and I like that, looks a little bit wood grainy, I think. So doesn't take a lot to make this project, and as you can see I've made 4, so I have a 5th one to make. So that is the Magenta Madness. So I'm going to put these out of the way for now. Now I will have inches as well as centimetres on my blog, but it is easier to do this in centimetres. I mean, I have made one of these in inches and one of these in centimetres. This one was inches and this one was centimetres. There's a slight fraction difference between them, but you get into 16ths if you're using inches. So I have done these in centimetres, but both measurements will be on my blog. So this is 8 centimetres by 8 centimetres. This is 14 centimetres by 4 centimetres. This is a scrap. If you're doing it in inches, it's 3 3/16 by 3 3/16, and then this would be 31 9/16 by 5.5. But I am going to do it in centimetres. Now, to score 16ths, that's quite hard, but you can do it with our trimmer, which is how I made all of them, using the trimmer. So you're going to score on all 4 sides at 2 centimetres. But if you were doing the inches way, which is to score at 13/16, then you count your so that's 8, 10, 11, 12, 13/16 are there, and you can see that's just ever so slightly under the 2, but it still works. So we're going to score at 2 on all 4 sides, because I've cut this in the centimetre size, because you are cutting it slightly differently. If you're using centimetres or inches. So as I say, this was the 8 centimetres, but if you're cutting in inches, it's 3 3/16. So that's the 3, and you go 1, 2, 3, and you can see you're just slightly over the 8 centimetre, which is why it's important when you're to make sure you stick to one measurement. You either do it in centimetres or you do it in inches. I say I'm not normally working in centimetres, because although I learnt centimetres at school, I am the age to have learnt centimetres. Did learn inches first, and when I became a sewer, I always worked in yards and inches, and I just have with me crafting as well. So we're going to cut up these lines here. I forgot to say that. So we're cutting up the straight line. I go slightly the other side of the score. I turn as we go so that you've got a flap on each side, as opposed to two on one side and none on the other. And then we're just going to notch in these squares. So very simple and quite quick. And I am making these as little thank you gifts for customers. And if we were having our Stampin' Up get-togethers, I would have probably made these for swaps. So then I put a little bit of glue along that straight line, and then just a little bit extra for luck. And then we just close it up, make sure it's at a 90-degree angle. So like there, I didn't cut very straight, but so I'm just going to adjust to make sure that that is at a 90-degree angle. For the most part, I've cut straight so I can match the cut edge to the fold. There we are. So that's our box. I'm just going to take my bone folder to give that a good rub so that it will. I haven't got a pink candle, I've got an orange one. That'll have to do. So then what I do is I'm going to do the polka dot side, I think, on this. So then I take this and I just make sure that it's flat against the top, and then go around, giving a pinch all the way around. All the way around to there, and then I take my bone folder and crease those pinches. I'm not a huge pink fan, but I don't mind this pink as much as, say, a baby pink. And it is, I do like the polka dot. So put a bit of Tombow on here, which is my glue of preference. But use whichever glue you've got. It's paper to paper, so you can use a tape runner. We have replaced our snail with a stamp and seal. Not tried it, I've not got it yet. But you could use that. We have Stamp and Seal Plus, which you could use for putting the box together. So that's the basic box. So now we need to decorate the top, and to decorate the top I'm using the flower from Floral, and I'm using the punch. And I've only just got this. It's been out for a while. I've resisted, but I finally got it. So I'm using that stamp there, and I'll be punching it out. Beautiful, beautiful designs in this. So I am stamping with Versamark, and I'm going to heat emboss it. So stamping it 3 times. 2, 3. Yep, got that, no probs. And then I'm using some white embossing powder. My order still hasn't come, so I just haven't got the inks, so That's why I've decided to do it this way. Otherwise I might have done it on Whisper White cardstock and stamped in the colours, but I don't. So I've gone for this. Now I've got a bit there that I want to, knocked off the bit I didn't want to knock off. To knock that off. There we go. That will do nicely, and then we just need my heat gun. Oh, got a bit there that I think needs a bit more. Yeah, that's better. So I'm just going to get my heat gun and blast that, so it'll be a bit noisy. Yeah, love the magic. There we go. And then I'm just going to take the punch and punch them out. I'm just going to make sure that they are dry. And you can see I chose this particular flower because it's got a beautifully stamped centre. Now you could do it with the medium daisy punch, and I've done that before, but as the 1/2 inch circle punch has retired, it was harder to get a middle, and we haven't got any large gems. The larger gems that I would have used on this has retired as well, so that's why there's nothing in the middle, and I thought we could get away with that because it's got this stamped flower middle. I've got the in colour enamel dots arriving. I'm not sure of the size of the biggest one of that, but that might be quite nice in the middle. There we go. And then I want to shape my flowers to give them a little bit of life. So I'm just going to, I can feel the grittiness of the some powder's got on. So I'm just sort of bending them up at the middle there, and then holding it with my thumb, and then just bending back the end of the petal to give it a bit of 3D-ness. Can you see that? So I do like to give flowers a bit of life so that they're not just flat. And chosen 3. I'll show you what 2 looks like, and that might be your preference, but I think it looks better with 3. I've gone a bit too heavy-handed there. I'll just do a little bit of a repair job on that. So if you're just doing 2, it would look like that, and I just think that looks a little bit too triangular myself. I didn't like it so much. So that's why I went for the 3, and it gives it a little bit more of a circular. Right, I'm going to put that one on the bottom so that I can cover that bit up. So I'm going to cover it up with this one, which also seems to have a little bit of gone a bit heavy-handed. So I'm going to cover up about 1/3 of the petal, and that nicely covers up that bit. And then I'm going to put some more glue in the middle, and then put that over there. So that bottom petal, you only see the tip end, so that's why I didn't bother stamping another one, because I thought it doesn't matter because we're not going to see it. So it's completely covered up. So you can pop it up on dimensionals, or you could just glue it down. I'm just going to glue it down because I want this to actually go through large letterpost, and it is just under the inch. With a dimensional, it might just push it beyond that. So, and what I do is I just pop it out then so that I can give it a good squeeze to make sure that it is stuck down good and strong. So there we have it. That's the 5 in colours, and that's me 5 little boxes. I think they're quite cute. I do like it, and it's easy to make a matching card with that flower on as well if you wanted to do that. Give me an idea. That just might be my next project. So hope you like that. Be linked to the blog down below, and it's the blog hop, so then you can go and see what everybody else has made. So hope you like that. Be linked to my shop if you wish to buy anything. I have got a in colour product share going on as well. If you want to have half a pack of this lovely DSP, half a pack of the enamel dots, and 2 meters each of them matching ribbons. I've got that going on as well as paper share. So do check that out as well. All details on my blog. See you again soon. Stay safe. Bye.